Good morning. Today is Friday, August 18th. The time right now in Singapore is 7:34 in the morning. Overnight, we have quite a bit of movements in across various asset classes. Let's get started with equity markets. Equity prices actually fall in the second half of New York trading, and in the Dow Jones itself, we can see that the prices has been trading lower. Right now, I'm referencing the micro E-mini Dow futures, and the low traded overnight was 34,471 in electronic trading early this morning. And this is actually setting the stage for further losses going ahead, because currently the market is actually hitting my original target at 34,502, which is this swing low over here, you can see, and the low traded at 34,471 is marginally below that. And if we do get a bounce, I suspect it's going to be kept somewhere between 35,200 levels before we can there is a possibility we may see further losses going ahead. Most of the pundit has actually attributed last night's fall to rising yield. The 10-year yield currently is at 4.32%, which is the highest we have seen in recent memories. And but what I believe is going to is behind the fall overnight could be attributed to the expiration of the monthly options in equities. The August options is going to expire tonight, so I suppose that will be adding another level of volatility in the market itself. So going forward, if there's going to be a bounce, like I said, 35,000 to 35,200 could be the cap. I am looking at an alternate targets at 33,856. Now, if this market actually goes to those levels, something serious is happening. It may no longer be just a simple correction. It could be something much bigger than that. So do watch out for further losses in US equity markets going forward. In the S&P 500, we can also see that the fall has been accelerating. The market actually capped out at 4,634.5 in the micro E-mini futures at S&Ps, and overnight we can see that the prices is already trading at levels even way below my original target. You can see the entire move here is 300% of its initial drop. So this is quite serious in my opinion, and the market is currently flirting with my alternate target at 4,375.25. So this is the swing low I'm referring to, which is over here and on the extreme left hand corner of this chart here. So if we do get a bounce, I suspect it's going to be capped at 4,446 to 4,463.5. So basically this is going to be the cap. If the market cannot hold at this level at 4,368.5, I think we're going to see very massive losses going forward. Okay, and in the Nasdaq 100 basis, the micro E-mini Nasdaq 100 futures, we can see prices is at 14,730.25, and again this is beginning to look troublesome to me. If the market breaks below 14,248, I think we can safely say that the market has already topped out, and the peak is already in at 16,062.5 basis the micro E-mini futures contracts here. So further losses is definitely something that we can look forward to, and do watch out for tonight's trading activity. Over in Asia, obviously Hong Kong has not opened yet, but we can see overnight we have a low at 17,882 in the futures contract. So just basing the overnight loss on Wall Street, we can safely say that Hong Kong is going to open weaker later on when it opens in about an hour's time. So do watch out for further losses in Hang Seng as well. The Nikkei obviously is already open, but the prices has not reacted just yet. We can see that the Nikkei actually traded to a low overnight at 31,280 in the futures contract. This morning we have the release of the Japanese inflation numbers. They are marginally higher, so the core especially is marginally higher than expected. So that could actually give rise to the idea that the Bank of Japan may actually be looking to hold on to its interest rate policy for now, with no intervention in sight. Now, as this market goes down, I think later on we probably will see a price target move to 30,720 to 31,240 levels. This is originally my target levels for the Nikkei 225 futures. And over in currencies, we can see that the dollar it remains very well beat after a brief pullback. Now the market is again testing the 103.50 levels. There's a very good chance that it will continue to edge higher to 103.84, which is my original target. Although I would have loved to see the price pull back first before it goes up, but let's see what happens. There is still the possibility the market may actually pull back, and if it does, my area in which I think the buyer will come back in again is 102.28 to 102.75 basis the ICE futures contract in the dollar index. And over in the spot market, we can see the euro dollar continue to edge lower overnight to 108.56, and market right now is getting very close to the swing low level at 108.44, which is just nearby, and obviously this is vulnerable to a rebound, and if there's going to be one, I think the market will be kept at 109.60 to 109.85 levels before we see further losses ahead. Over in sterling, market seems to be a little bit firmer, and based on this trajectory, it is possible that sterling may actually edge higher to 128.25 to 128.55 levels before it unravels one more time. Now, Aussie is at a level whereby the market actually experienced a bounce overnight. The low is 0.6365 before you see a bounce back to yesterday, 0.6450 before I think the market is going to come back down again. And if this trajectory continues, the next target will be at 60 cents, if not 62 cents. There is a October low here, which is at 0.6170, which is also a natural target. So further losses in the Aussie could actually see the 0.6170 being challenged. Dollar yen finally took a break, and the high at 146.55 is the high the day before yesterday, and we can see that the price is coming off a little bit. This is ahead of the possible target at 146.77 to 147.90. So let's see if the market have enough momentum to actually trade higher, but the dollar seems to be wanting to pull back a little bit. So let's see what happens as the days grinds on. In dollar Canadian, we can see the price remains very stubborn above the 135 levels, and as this goes on, there's a possibility it may challenge the April high of 136.70 levels. Let's watch this as well. And in energy prices, we can see that there is a gap down this morning in electronic trading. The high traded overnight was $81.08, and there's a possibility the market will come back into this bracket again at $78.70 to $79.90. I would like to see a three-way bounce back to somewhere about $82 before the market comes back lower to test the $76, in which I am a confirmed buyer if the prices ever comes back to those levels. In gold market, gold has been coming off on the face of a rising yield as well as a strong dollar. Of course, we all know gold and in particular precious metals do not carry any yield. So if the yield in US treasuries continue to edge higher, it will take away the motivation to buy gold or even silver. So it's not a surprise that gold prices is currently trading at $1,884.60 basis the spot market, and this is already below the June low of $1,892.80. Are we going to see further losses? Perhaps, but I think if we're going to get a bounce, I think it's going to be capped at $1,907 per ounce. In the silver market, we have possibly seen a near-term bottom at $22.23. Yesterday in my update, I mentioned that there is a possible of a rebound towards the $22.91 to $23.04, and this is exactly what the market did. Market went up $23.01 before it loses ground. So right now the market is poised to trade lower, and the June target at $22.11 looks like a natural target, and this is where I think the market will be heading. And like I mentioned, overnight we have seen a mysterious drop in Bitcoin prices. Now this is based on the prices quoted by Binance. The low traded is $26,081, but on other exchanges it actually went to touch the $25,000 levels, and currently it's at 27,000. So you can see there's a bit of a bounce here going on. So this could be an overdone move. Obviously, rising yield in treasuries is affecting many markets across the board, and Bitcoin is obviously not immune to that. So this is all I have for you for today, and I'll come back to you next Monday with another update. Bye bye, take care, and I wish you a great weekend ahead.